Good, okay, so welcome back for the second edition of Technique Tuesday, where we're going to be going through the deadlift. Again, joined here by Matt, who's going to be jumping in and demonstrating the technique for us. Now, the deadlift is going to be a very key exercise to add to your arsenal. So from here, with your deadlift, anytime you're picking anything off the floor, whether it's in the gym or at home, you should be using this movement pattern to be able to lift correctly and to prevent any injury. You may shy away, be a bit afraid of this movement. However, with the right technique and the right knowledge, it's perfectly safe, and it's a very, very good movement to build that strength. So, first variation of our deadlift, the conventional deadlift. It's going to be the main way that you use to pick up weights off the floor, whether it's in a class, whether it's picking up a barbell, whether it's picking up your kid. This is going to be the way that we're going to use it. So, we're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart. Toes are going to point slightly out, so we've got a nice strong base. We're going to keep our back up in neutral. He's going to pin his shoulders back and down. He's going to have his hands just past shoulder width apart. From here, he is going to hinge from the hips, tilt his hip forwards. As soon as he gets to the point where his hands are about in line with his knees, he's then going to bend his knees down and he's going to grip hold of the bar. As you can see, there's 3 clear steps on his body. He's got shoulders. The next level down is his hips. Next level down is his knees. You want 3 stages like that, okay? Hips shouldn't be in line with the shoulders, hips shouldn't be in line with knees. They should be in the middle. Once he's ready, he's going to push off the floor with his legs all the way until the barbell goes in line with his knees, and then he's going to push his hips forwards again. So breaking that down nice and clearly for you, as the barbell goes down, he's going to push with his legs up to his knees. Then he's going to push his hips forwards for that last little bit, engage those glutes. He's going to keep his shoulders pinned back the whole time. As you can see, as he goes through a few reps, he's keeping his core tight, his back straight, he's hinging from the hips. He's driving with the legs at the bottom of the rep, driving the hips forwards at the top, making sure he doesn't allow his shoulders to round as we go through. So it's a nice strong position. Hands, if you're picking up something in the middle, hands will be closer, but for a barbell, just past shoulder width apart, keeping it close to your knees as we go through, and that is our conventional deadlift. Okay, so variation number 2, we're going to be going through the Romanian deadlift, also commonly known as an RDL for short. Here, it's going to work the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more than that conventional deadlift, just because of the hinging mechanics. From here, to set himself, he's going to use that conventional deadlift method to get the bar up. So he's going to hinge from the hips, bend from the knees, grab hold of the bar, and he's going to press up. Okay, we've just gone through this. Key difference between the Romanian deadlifts. We're hinging from the hips a little bit more. So imagine your hips are a bowl of water and you're trying to tip water out the front, and you continuously tip. So we're going to have a soft bend in the knees, and he's going to continuously tip, 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 until he feels a stretch in the hamstrings. As soon as he gets that point, about half shin height, he's then going to push his hips forwards and extend up. So hinging from the hips, about half shin height until he feels a stretch in the hamstrings, straight back up. Okay, so going lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. Making sure he's keeping a nice, natural, straight back as we go through. And that is going to be our Romanian deadlift. Okay, so third variation of our deadlift, we're going to go for a straight leg deadlift. Very, very similar to Romanian deadlift, however your legs are going to be perfectly straight. So he's going to use the conventional method to get the barbell up, hinge from the hips, bend from the knees, nice and strong as we push up. So his knees are literally going to be locked straight on this one. He's going to pour, remember that analogy, pouring water out the front of his hips, all the way down until he feels a real stretch in that hamstring, and then he's going to extend all the way up as we go through. So he's going to hinge from the hips down, probably about knee height, and then he's going to push up from there, and then that will be our straight leg deadlift. So thank you for tuning in for this week's edition of Technique Tuesday. Make sure you like our Facebook, you follow our Instagram for all things epic, and if you've got any questions or want to book in for a free taster, go to our website and all the details will be on there.